What up? This is Robert Strawhead and we are back with some more Tomodachi game. It's been a minute since I reacted to this. I've been having some issues with the internet, but we back into it. We're not going to waste any time. Let's get into it. Let's go. Energy is up. Bip, bam, boom. Let's go.
YUUICHI, if you so much as attempt to stand in my way,
Bro.
You'll be crushed with every bit of strength I can muster.
The fuck are you talking about?
Is it true you've killed someone before?
Shibe.
Of course I haven't. One of the others obviously made that up. I have a hard time believing Shibe is capable of murder. The logical answer is that YUUICHI was the one who badmouthed him. It was the lies to the person who wrote it should be getting the penalty, isn't that right? I see. If YUUICHI ends up with a penalty, there will be no doubt that he was the person who wrote it. So you're claiming that one wasn't true.
What's the play, though?
You should be able to prove it.
How are you supposed to prove that?
You need proof? But listen, I'm telling you, I'm not a killer!
It's on the person who accuses you to prove it.
Think about it, what reason would I have to kill somebody? After all, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, remember? And whenever I did have trouble, my father would always make it go away!
Shut your stupid ass up! Say that, folks! Look at your dumb ass say it!
You're not proving it. You're not helping your point. Jeez.
Too bad. Shibe moves forward by 5 spaces, taking the lead.
It's not surprising. I doubt they would have taken his word no matter what he had said to them. Nothing smells fouler than a rich man's excuse. Speaker's more important than the message.
So the game requires hard evidence
True.
to disprove
Facts.
the accusation.
I know you're telling the truth. There's no way you could have killed anyone. One of us is a traitor who is doing everything they can to tear our friend group apart for good. I managed to figure out who.
What? How? Did I slip up?
Did I slip up?
He's trying to concentrate all of the blame on the traitor and bring the team together again.
He's not going to say Mikasa, right?
I have an idea. Trust me, it's the smartest way to win this dumb game. You guys, the game isn't fair at all. During the first few rounds, we trusted each other and moved at the same pace. But our total debt went over 3 million yen after only stepping on 2 spaces. If the proceedings aren't fair on some level, the crowd will lose interest. After all, games are only fun because you don't know what the outcome will be. Remember what happened in round 6? That was the first time a space decreased a player's debt. If you take away the whole bad-mouthing component, then this game is just like regular Sugoroku. Which means there'd have to be positive and negative spaces. So if you were to travel all the way across the board in badmouth Sugoroku, wouldn't the total gains and losses even out to 0 in the end?
YUUICHI's theory was right. If you take all the spaces from start to finish and add the amounts together, you should get a big fat goose egg.
Wow.
Even if we all turn in blank cards for the rest of the game, it won't close the gaps. Shibe will make it to the goal and the game will end.
Guys, from now on, everyone except who's in the top spot should only write cards about ourselves. That's the safest way to finish this game. Think of it like signing an anonymous survey. I know this has been painful for everyone, but let's work together one more time, okay? Our debt shouldn't increase too much from here.
I must refuse.
Okay.
Seriously? But everyone else is on board.
Have you actually identified which one of us is the traitor?
Huh? Of course I have.
Then why don't you tell us?
But if we single out the traitor, they go to the 3rd game alone. I wouldn't feel right about that.
If you point the finger at someone without any proof, I'm never listening to another word you say.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
Let's see. This time it looks like... we received a whopping 10 cards!
Wow.
10 cards?
Apologies, YUUICHI, but you should have seen the flaws in your idea. Sure, it would have worked if the players were limited to 1 card each time, but clearly someone didn't pay close enough attention to the rules of the game. What a shame! You're pretty dumb, aren't you?
Nah.
I saw this coming. Now you have to tell everyone who the traitor is. If you say my name, that means you win. But if you say nothing, then I'll become the champion of Badmouth Sugoroku.
I was bluffing. I don't even know whether or not there is a traitor.
Come on, Shiho. When are you going to accept the truth? The friendship we all had is ruined forever.
This guy is a fucking trip.
Just come with me.
right.
I win. I've got all of
Look
these
at this
open
guy's face.
right
I
now.
hate his face, man.
The moment has finally come.
He gives me
To get the vengeance
God
I
damn,
so
what the hell is
justly
that guy's
deserve
name?
for what you did, Shiho.
By the way, you'll have to jump off that ledge to get to it. But don't worry, I promise the fall won't be enough to kill you.
Forgive me, Shiho. I wasn't strong enough to keep you safe.
This dude reminds me of Kasaki for some reason. It's gotta be the glasses. And the plotting. The glasses and the plotting. He reminds me of Kasaki Teta from Tokyo Revengers.
Despite Yuichi Katagiri's cleverness, the traitor's persistence won out in the end. Rewind the video now, hurry! It can't be. I don't believe
I know it's some type of
Somehow, it appears we may have let a human abomination into this
a
group.
human abomination.
I think I may have another idea. I just figured out a surefire way we can get the traitor to incriminate themselves. I made each of us a card with our own name on it, and I want everyone to write down the exact same thing. It'll be a lie for the 4 innocent people, but not for the traitor. I was the person who submitted our group to play the Tomodachi game. Which means if we all write that sentence word for word on our cards, nothing will happen to the traitor, because technically what they wrote was the truth. Of course, the other 4 players will get a penalty for lying.
Hold on, how are you going to prove who was lying? There's no way to know.
Easy, because proving it won't be our responsibility.
Right, it's the dude.
Sorry?
I mean, it's a statement about who applied to play the Tomodachi game.
We know.
I think management would know.
Yep.
Wait, Yuichi, there's no way to guarantee everyone will write the same thing.
If somebody doesn't, we'll know they're the traitor. You did say you would help Sawaragi no matter what.
Of course I will.
Then I take it you won't mind being the first one to go in?
What
Sawaragi trusts you more than anybody else here.
Good plan.
is going on when he goes into this room? They're plotting something.
Dead! I wasn't expecting that!
Claw your fucking face, bitch.
I'll admit that I was the one who applied, but say that someone else blackmailed me and forced my hand.
Sweet, now it's my turn. I won't let you guys down, I swear.
Okay.
He said, okay. That was weird. What is
Once
going
they
on?
find out it was me, I'll cry.
He said, how cry?
Total breakdown. Yuichi
Yo, I
says
hate this
you
guy,
cannot
bro.
believe-
Watch closely. Something fascinating is about to take place.
What did she see?
How many badmouth cards did we get?
Everyone knows there were 5. Just get on with
He was
it.
getting ready. Look, he's ready to cry.
Ah, looks like there's only one. The rest were left blank. I was the person who submitted our group to play the Tomodachi game. Tenji Mikasa.
That's not right.
It's like I told you earlier, Tenji. I thought of a surefire way to get the traitor to incriminate himself.
It wasn't like that. I promise you'll understand everything if you hear me out.
I want you to spit it out. It was only a matter of time before I discovered you.
How did he figure him out?
I'm a completely different person. It was me. I'm the one who got us into this mess in the first place.
This is so intriguing.
Isn't it?
Yuichi.
If you rewatched from the beginning of the second game, you would understand.
Play it back. I'm ready to hear this. This is good. This is spicy.
And once you identify them, you'll start to appreciate how unique this Yuichi Katagiri is.
Ah! It's alright. We got another episode. Let's get into it. Holy shit.
Listen, he's about to reveal everything.
Yuichi, what the hell have you been plotting?
Even before we started Badmouth Sugoroku, I've been setting out a series of traps to identify the traitor.
Really?
Shiho Sawaragi used to date Tenji Mikasa.
As soon as that piece of info was out there in the open, Sawaragi and I decided we would secretly work together.
You never had a chance to talk with her in private.
Yes, he did.
Exactly. So we didn't talk. I grabbed extra Badmouth cards to give Sawaragi my instructions. Your turn.
He told Shiho that he submitted a blank card. So why was he holding a pen?
Right? That's kind of suspicious.
Well, I didn't trust her right off the bat. I gave her a test first.
What test?
It said, do you remember that old secret between just the two of us? used that to badmouth me in this period. It was something I told her one time after she had a fight with Shibe. Nothing huge. Just that thing about how I didn't take a single bath for an entire week one time.
Nasty
Nobody else
bum.
knew that. My next task was figuring out whether Kokorogi was the traitor or not.
Yeah.
I used a thorough process of elimination, which led me to you.
This dude is clever.
During the 5th round, I used another card to slip a message to Kokorogi. Note, when we get to the next round, tell a secret about her that only you know.
Shiho Sawaragi prefers men's boxers. She wears them almost every day.
But that's when I started sticking really close to Shiho. You shouldn't have had an opening to give her anything.
Don't you remember? Right as you stepped out?
Yeah. Yeah, bitch.
Don't tell me. When you slapped her?
And there we have his second trap. Katagiri orchestrated the whole thing down to the smallest detail.
I knew the traitor was you or Shibe. But that
Look at Shibe looking at him.
it would have been too risky for the traitor to volunteer. Which means the guilty one was you, Tenji.
What about that idea you brought up? Was that a part of all this as well?
Yup. I knew from the start that my strategy had holes in it. Don't you remember what I...
This dude is playing 5D chess.
Why didn't you just expose me as soon as you figured out I was the traitor?
If you'd known you didn't have to hide anymore, you might have gone wild and started writing a bunch of random stuff. That would have complicated things.
There's no limit to how many cards each of us can submit about the other players. Which means that couldn't have been enough to tell you I was responsible.
Leave it to you to figure that out, Tenji. So when I tested everyone, I made them give me proof of their friendship.
Proof of their friendship? Wait, that's it. None of them are wearing their name tags anymore.
Yes, you got it. I told these three that if they let me hold on to their precious name tags, I'd be more inclined to trust them. Of course, they handed them right over, since they're not traitors.
Just handing somebody your name tag doesn't double your debt. I'm impressed he figured that out. That's right! There's an eye-tracking camera built into the screen on the back of these. So if anybody had peeked, their debt would have gone up.
Once he...
I'm gonna have to rewatch these episodes.
In order to keep them from writing multiple cards at once and throwing him off, Katagiri held all their name tags hostage. Shiho must have realized that she couldn't afford to refuse. After her, it was basically a chain reaction. He understands human nature and the terrible power that money holds over it. His lies were effective enough that they cheerfully went along with his every command. Who exactly is this Yuuichi Katagiri?
Yeah, who the hell is he?
Just tell me one last thing. Why me? Out of everyone here.
You did it to yourself, bum-ass.
You saved me for last.
Why?
You must have suspected me from the beginning, right? So what did I do? Tell me the mistake I made to lose your trust.
Man, get the hell out of here.
I wouldn't call it a mistake, per se. We're all friends.
Somebody said I'm crying and laughed my ass off. Ha!
Like when there's a fight, you're always the person to break it up. But you picked a fight with Shibe right out of the gate. The whole concept of Badmouth Sugoroku is exposing your friend's darkest secrets. But there's no way Shibe could have badmouthed anyone. None of us have ever been stupid enough to tell him stuff in the first place. Don't tell the others, especially Shibe. And I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you? We all know better than to confide in Shibe. He can't help it, he's just dumb.
Damn.
Remember when Kokorogi was crying? You were honestly trying to help.
Seems so innocent for someone who isn't a virgin. Well, obviously. I meant it as a compliment, but I guess I screwed that up too.
I knew he'd have a hard time pretending. I managed to wait until the final round while you were in the badmouth booth. But even then, he barely kept it together.
Yeah, he really did. the way he shoulder bumped him when he went into the booth.
I'm not as smart as I thought.
Why are you laughing, man?
Getting done in by that moron.
I hate you.
I hate to interrupt this riveting teenage drama, but the game isn't over yet. Can we continue, please?
Professor Manabu,
What?
I need you to confirm whether that's true immediately.
What just happened?
Manabu, sir, we checked. He's telling the truth.
Sorry, but we're cutting the game off here. I'm officially calling the results of Badmouth Sugoroku.
Who is this guy? Is he the creator of this whole game or something?
YUUICHI submitted a false badmouth during the 7th period. He just confirmed it himself. I'm afraid my hands are tied here. Therefore, he receives a penalty from the gods and moves one step beyond where Shiho is, which of course is the goal space.
It was that thing where he said Shibe was a murderer.
But if you go ahead and leave the rest of us here, then what do we do about Tenji? He just betrayed us, remember? It's up to you whether you forgive him or not. Just leave me out of it. I'm not in any position to judge Tenji anyway.
But we still don't know what happened, Yuichi. Tell us about
During
it.
the 7th round, I wrote a badmouth card that said Shibe had killed someone before. That was a lie.
I'm the one who's killed somebody.
Shibe's innocent. I'm the one who's done that.
I knew we'd find out something. But even I wasn't prepared to discover that Yuuichi Katagiri had sent 3 people to their death.
3?
I can't believe you're going into the 3rd game alone. Do you have any idea how stupid you look right now, YUUICHI?
You got a problem?
I'm sure this makes you feel like a big man and all, but trust me, you're going to regret it.
It makes me wonder who's gonna regret it the most. This is my opportunity to tear you and the management apart for good. You're gonna be ready to face me, right?
Ooh, so scary.
You're being yourself, I see.
We don't know the circumstances. Did he mean to do it? Was it an accident?
Nope, not an accident. Our dear YUUICHI is a true blue murderer.
True blue.
Doesn't that mean you're some kind of serial killer?
Uh,
And all this time, you hung out with us, studied and goofed around like a normal guy.
was it serial? Wouldn't it be a mass murderer? Depends on when he did it.
Sometimes people do things for a good reason, and they aren't able to tell anyone the truth.
Tenji. Huh. Well, you're one to talk.
A spoiled brat like you could never understand how brutal and unforgiving the world truly is. You can thank your scumbag criminal father for that.
Listen, asshole, you say one more thing about my dad and I'll kill you!
Damn!
Just let it go back home, please! Say something to them, Yuichi. You're the one who caused this. The least you can do is explain yourself.
I've had enough.
Hmm?
If it means putting up with this, then I don't need friends anymore.
Damn.
All this believe your friends crap is starting to get old for me, honestly.
You mean after everything we've been through together, it's that easy for you to turn your back on us and leave?
There's something in this world that's far more precious than money. Your friends. Don't forget that.
I wanted to hold her words close to my heart. Because I loved her so much. No friendship is worth all this headache.
He's about to jump! Are you kids all right with that? The 3rd game's going to be a real nightmare.
As it turns out, this was the only way I could protect them. I'm sorry.
What? Cleared. Prize won 2 million yen.
No, wait a minute. I can't let YUUICHI go on by himself.
Tenji.
Manabu,
Yes?
I told a lie during the game as well. That means I'm deserving of a penalty, doesn't it?
You sure picked a fine time to tell me!
Right.
I wasn't in love with Shiho. Not at all. That was the lie.
What do you mean?
It was never about her.
Huh?
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 It's YUUICHI I like.
What?
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 I've had feelings for him all along.
Stop the cap.
You can't just say random stuff as a Hail Mary. You obviously made that up to reach the goal.
Right.
So, YUUICHI, is this your first time?
What is he saying?
First time for what?
Bro! Bruh.
As long as you and I are together, I know that we can fight the true evil behind the Tomodachi game.
Tenji!
Yuichi!
I was not expecting that.
Well, I definitely didn't see that coming.
Right.
Still,
They're saying everything I'm
probably done
saying.
another- Because apparently, this is Tenji Mikasa's 2nd Tomodachi game.
Bro, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this show, bro? Are the outros like this? I don't think I ever sat and watched the outro. Man, this show is wild. I'm really liking this show. I don't know what to say, man. There's twists and turns everywhere. I like that. And I don't know what to expect. I don't know where it's going. This 3rd game is probably going to be something nuts. YUUICHI is freaking crazy. Tenji is crazy. I'm wondering if the other characters got secrets, man. Come on. I really don't have much afterthoughts. I just can't wait to get into the next one. If you like this reaction, hit that like button down below. Hit the subscribe button down below and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Till next time, Ronan signing out. Peace.